So, for those who weren't here last time, we are currently in the process of raising funds to find Dr. Vauclair, the Dragon Slayer. There's no spoiler warnings because if you're joining in at this point, then you're either going to want to know what I'm saying, or I'm very confused. So we've done a couple missions to raise funds to pay Alice, our information broker, who is searching for Dr. Vauclair for us. The first few weren't too bad. One was kind of morally dubious, and I kind of shut that shit down. Another one looked like it might be, but then the person that we were sent in to take out was a psychopathic dwarf. So, you know, murderous tendencies and such just kind of makes things a little less morally dubious. Our final mission, and the one that we just finished before saving last time, was we went to go get some biotech for this guy, not from this guy. Some stuff he claimed he owned that he financed, and then like the building went in quarantine. I'm gonna spoil that because I think you should watch the VODs. They're gonna be up over the next week anyway. And I mean, you can always get at them on Twitch now. But we went on a very silly quest involving a quarantined building. And yeah, it involved a really terrible fantasy show and drones and it just I can't explain it more than that. So anyway, well, I could, but I'm digressing. So we've got a little bit of karma to spend, and then we're gonna move along. So do we even want to spend this karma? That's the question. I can't spend it on anything in charisma. Like, actually I can't. Quickness? I barely use my gun, so I'm not really worried about that. I think we're going to hold on to this karma. So it's only 4. So we've got a couple other missions to go on. One that involves... I don't know why I hit L. One that involves... I can't even click on these? That's dumb. I don't remember all of them involved. Shit. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. What do we have for monetary funds? Okay, we have a bit of monetary usage. Maybe let's go check out the magic store before heading out. Okay, so now I'm remembering. Okay, so we have one to take down some project at a corporation that is supposedly going to be really fucking terrible, but we have like no information about it. Another one that I'm supposed to go alone on, and my Decker's going to come with me in the Matrix, is to settle things with some people he owes shit to. And what's the last one? So I don't have enough Conjuring for Acid Bolt 5. Do you have for consumables? So I could get some fetishes. Okay, I think I should up my spells a little bit. So, I use haste all the time, so I think I should get haste. Doesn't have a lower level of fire barrier available? Oh, I see. Required Conjuring 6. There is no lower level. Okay, we're going to take Lightning Barrier as well. And... apparently I can't change this equipment here. Did I not buy those? Or was my my inventory might have been full. Oh geez, people have levels too. Okay, well, that's gonna be. I don't really use Iga much though, but wired reflexes. When triggered, user will dodge first attack. Yeah, let's give Iger, not Aga. Okay, get him a better deck. And let's give Glory Enhanced Adrenals. Okay. It must have went to my stash. That's the only thing I can think of. I could look up what the last quest is. But I think it's going to take me just as much time to go to the subway and then be confronted with the choices to jog my memory than it will be to access the computer. Shit. I am sorry about all the yawning. Seriously, I have no idea. Okay. Did I not buy that shit? I swore I bought that. I'm going fucking crazy. Who still has levels? Dietrich. Oh, I didn't assign Dietrich an ability. So, the electric core is increased by 1. Oh, yeah, we're gonna take that. I'd rather be able to cast, like, that and then not have to worry about anything else. Okay, so let's haul ass over here. I must hit cancel or something. I swore I bought that shit, though. I just swore I bought it. Conjuring. Well, I've got the money spent for it, so where the fuck did it go? Okay. Oh, because I still had empty spaces. Oh. Oh, I'm an idiot. Durr. Okay. Yeah, let's buy that instead. And then get rid of haste 1 and put blur where that was. There we go. Okay, we're done being stupid. Let's keep moving. Okay, so what mission do we want to go on? Okay, so Blitz's debt. This is the As Technology quest. All right, we need to steal a prototype. Let's start with something simple. let's go stealing a prototype. So we'll definitely need Blitz. I want Diedrich and I want Glory. Sorry, Iga, but I really don't like you that much. The Mark VI, monolithic, plastic, sterile. The Berlin office of AG Chemie Europa is all of these things and more. The worst qualities of modern corporate culture all mixed into a toxic stew and sluiced into a single prefab office building. Thankfully, you shouldn't have to stay long. According to the intel your client provided, this should be a simple smash and grab operation. Never fucking is a simple smash and grab. Never, never, never. Never say it's going to be a simple smash and grab. And you've been given the tools to carry it out with a minimum fuss. The Mark VI prototype, whatever it is waiting for you on the 25th floor. It's time to go get it. So I'm pretty happy with how Fox is equipped. Let's give him a trauma kit. Hello, Kitty. Does Kitty want to come on stream? Kitty's coming on stream. Hello, everyone. Okay, well, let's give him the med kit. And we'll also give him some cram. And maybe one of those concussion grenades. Glory is full up, and I'm pretty happy with what Glory's equipped with. Okay, let's move. Yep. No, wait. No. AG Chemie Europa, Satellite Administrative Office Complex, after hours. Never go towards the goal immediately. Never. Shipping crate. These crates have been sealed. The only visible markings are Project Atlas. Oh, we got some medical supplies. Stash. Anything down here? Okay. I'm not going to go any further because I have a feeling that that's just going to cause me headaches if I don't do anything with the... Okay, after a few moments of sifting through cables, you find a diagnostic connector with the right input to fit the little black box Herr Schmidt gave you. Plug it in. Connector slips into the box with a satisfying click. A tiny red light set to the box's lid begins flashing. After a few seconds, it turns solid yellow and then finally shifts to green. At that instant, all the lights in the garage turn off. A few seconds later, the emergency lighting kicks in. If what Schmidt told you was true, you just killed the main power for most of the building. In theory, the box has also circumvented the security cameras on the building's upper floors. You should be able to intercept the camera feeds by tapping into an elevator console on the 24th floor. Handy little thing. Alright, team, let's go. Vámonos. Yeah, we're just gonna check around the corner down here. Make sure there's nothing weird going on. This is gonna go horribly. Blitz steps up to a console built into the wall beside the elevator. Is this it, Chief? All the camera feeds are right here. Shall I? Without warning, waiting for a response, he taps a couple of keys on the console, and your PDA starts receiving visuals from around the building. Good work, Blitz. Now let's find a way upstairs. What the hell? It's a security team. I could go right towards... Damn it. I could go right towards the objective, but since when is that ever fun? Contamination detector. Warning, toxic gas detected. Laboratory lockdown engaged. Interesting. Laboratory observation. Observation. It looks like there's a lot of shiny shit in there. A warning light strobes out from the console as you approach. Light white letters shriek out against a red background. Warning, toxic gas contaminant detected. COC12, phosgene gas. Hazardous material. Override engaged. Laboratory entrances locked down. Purge laboratory air. Back. Access substance library. Connection failed. Network access unavailable. Use direct terminal access in the data store. Okay, there's the data store. I want to know what the hell that is before I go in there. So this is screaming of a trap. Like if there was a flailing Admiral Akbar, it could not seem like more of a trap. Okay, records terminal. Welcome to the AGC Data Library, Archive, and Employee Record Systems. Enter search terms to begin. Oh, what was it? COCL. There we go. COC12, commonly known as phosgene gas, a highly toxic, colorless gas that gained infamy for its use as a chemical weapon during the First World War. It is also valued as an industrial agent and as a building block from which pharmaceuticals and other organic compounds can be synthesized. In low concentrations, its odor is reminiscent of freshly cut grass. The odor detection threshold for phosgene is 0.4 ppm, 4 times its threshold limit. Phosgene-related deaths are generally caused by the interaction of the gas and the proteins of the pulmonary alveoli. The end result of this interaction is the destruction of the... I should be reading this more robotically, but whatever. It's destruction of the blood-air barrier, preventing the transmission of oxygen to the blood. Death by suffocation inevitably follows. It is highly recommended that any employee working in or around the gas wear a detector badge. A suitable supply of NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate, for liquid phosgene, and NH3 ammonia for gaseous phosgene must be kept on hand to neutralize spills and leakages. Okay. So is there any NH3 on? No. How about the Mark 6? Shit. Back away. Okay, let's see if we can go release some NH3. Oops. Oopsie doodles. Okay, so we need to introduce a gaseous agent. We need to introduce some NH3. Introducing ammonia gas to laboratory atmosphere. Okay. Now what happens? Contaminant neutralized. Atmosphere nominal. Disengage lockdown. Sweet. Let's go see what shinies are in there. It's still awfully sketchy. Like, this is really weird, but... Scientist lays dead beside a small pile of smashed glass and a number of beakers that have been knocked over on a nearby table. I have a feeling there's someone else here. This computer is powered on, but in sleep mode. When the screen comes to life, you find a half-written text file on the screen. The timestamp on the most recent edit tells you that it was written just a few minutes ago. I didn't sleep last night. Doesn't look like I'm going to sleep tonight either. The last test batch failed. My fault. I got the mixture wrong. Sloppy work, Jensen. I can barely keep my eyes open. Got to try again, though. No excuses in this office. I despise relying on stimulants, but I've got no choice. Gotta keep going. Progress marches on. Well, maybe someone wasn't here. Maybe he just fell asleep on the files. Starting a new batch. If Host Halfer's pet isn't ready to be tested tomorrow, well, best not think about it. Gotta concentrate. Remember, lab safety, keep alert, keep awake. One wrong move could spell Glancing at the menu, it looks like there's 2 log entries reaching back for 2 weeks. There are log entries reaching back for 2 weeks. All of the entries are attributed to the same author, and none of them appear to be password locked. Okay, so let's read yesterday's. A week. He waits an entire week before telling me that tailoring the mixture is an unacceptable solution. And then he tells me the trials are to begin tomorrow. I have no time, and Geisbrecht's applying so much pressure I can barely think. Bastard. Haushofer is probably threatening him. All of them can rot. Maybe now that Haushofer is playing Heat the Sheets with Geisbrecht's secretary, he'll learn to lighten up. You can only hope. Anyway, I have some new ideas to move forward with the formula. Admittedly, they're far-fetched, some even dangerous. But if I don't start producing some results, I get the feeling that won't be my problem for much longer. Wish me luck, Journal. It's science time. Okay, last week. Tailoring doses to individual patients has worked wonders. The key was making a gene therapy-based approach. They've been using it in medicine for ages, so why not apply the same logic here? So in a nutshell, I've used the subject's own DNA to delude the immune systems into believing that Formula 17 belongs in their bodies. Simple and effective. The approach has helped to increase the formula's absorption rate, as well as significantly reduce its incidence of rejection. Unfortunately, it also rules out an easily mass-produced product. But I'm convinced that results justify the results will justify the additional costs. 2 weeks ago? The new formula arrived today. Formula 17. I swear, who names these things? Must have no imagination at all. Formula 17? Honestly? Still, I can't wait to start working with it. From what I've read, early clinical trials were promising to the extreme. Amazing potential, this stuff. Amazingly potent, this stuff. Increased potency means less frequent injections at a lower dosage. There's nothing not to like. Despite my enthusiasm, there is much to be done. Speeding up absorption rates is first on the list, and I have some concerns regarding the subject's immune reactions. Perhaps the formula could be tailored on a patient-by-patient basis. Interesting. Let's go read this note. On the counter is a note, carefully transcribed in neat handwriting. The paper bears letterhead of Senior Executive Lennart Strongberg. I'm still waiting to hear that report. When I said ASAP, I meant I needed it yesterday. Stay until you've completed the tests, then leave the report on my desk. Door code is 54139. Everyone is so lax of... Like, corporate security in this world is terrible. Everyone just, like, writes down their passcode somewhere. Do this tonight. I expect to see it waiting for me when I arrive tomorrow. Stromberg. Get some more medical supplies. Actually, I'll swap it with that. And what else do we have to interact with? Nothing? Okay. I'll tell you right now, I am regretting not grabbing some water. But we will deal with that. Not really concerned right now. I will survive. Okay, so this is the maintenance room. Send that to my stash. Wish I had the bloody admin password. Junior Executive Werner Harddigger. Bar, eh? Bar are a number of bottles of alcohol. Most of them look expensive. Let's grab a bottle for the road. Unfortunately, cannot grab the expensive. At first glance, the terminal appears unremarkable. It's password locked, and the cheerful screensaver marches across its display. Upon closer inspection, you notice something. Interspersed amongst the colorful, bouncing sprites of the screensaver, there's a symbol you recognize. The dead drop marker of the Shockwellenreiter. As you study the terminal, a green light winks on above the terminal's display. The recording light of a pinhole camera. The screensaver disappears and the screen floods with glowing text. Shockwellenreiter contributor 1432 recognized. Welcome, Fox. Secret projects. This is an open request for information about the projects and material prototypes that are being developed at this facility. It is known that a synthetic drug is being developed here in support of a project called Atlas. Let's look that up on the computer too. Atlas. In addition, a functional prototype called Mark 6 has been developed. The first contributor to provide us with the project data for Atlas, the chemical formula for the new drug, and the visual records of the Mark 6 in operation will be handsomely rewarded. All three pieces of information are required for a payout. AG Chemi Europa is known to be a heartless corporation with little regard to many human safety or morality. They guard their secrets jealously and seek to hoard all information gained for themselves. This behavior cannot be allowed to go unpunished. What they know, all they know, no longer will they hide their secrets in the shadows. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information. Shockwellenreiter. Okay. So let's try and use the records terminal to look up Atlas. Have the... Oh, wait. 54139? Hey! Authorization accepted. Welcome, Herr Stromberg. Volumes of information flit across the screen. A good half of what you're seeing has been redacted, and the rest is written in impossibly dense corpse speak. Let's try and identify the text. And I knew taking etiquette corporate would be useful for something. Particularly for this mission? Oh, Jeebus, I cannot talk tonight. You scan the archived information, collating it in your head as you go. Within a few seconds, a picture begins to form in your mind. From what you can tell, the ultimate goal of Project Atlas is to circumvent the effects of essence loss in metahuman subjects. Apparently, a number of working prototypes have been built over the last year to test the theories, but put forward by project scientists. The most recent of these has been designated Mark 6. Interesting. The report isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There are death reports in here. The mortality rate among test subjects has been appallingly high. The report also makes reference to Formula 17, a substance that's being developed in support of Project Atlas. Okay, so we're going to do that. Access visual record. VP authorization required. Do you wish to proceed? Continue. 54139. Executive. Oh, okay. Cancel then. Back. Conduct another search. So then, Mark 6. I'm assuming it's Mark 6 at least. Not necessarily Mark 6, but... And I need executive level authorization for this. Mark 6 prototype data stored under Project Atlas heading. Redirecting inquiry. Okay, so we're just going back. Project Atlas. What was the other thing? Formula 17. I didn't spell that right. Going to take us back to Project Atlas. Nope. A complex chemical formula displays on screen along with a series of notes. Formula 17 appears to be a drug designed to suppress higher brain functions, specifically those functions related to emotional responses and decision-making skills. From what you can tell, the overall purpose of the drug is to render a subject submissive and pliant. The notes go on to suggest that Formula 17 was developed as a component of a larger project called Atlas. Apparently, Project Atlas has something to do with cybernetic augmentation. Formula 17 was developed to help reduce the incidence of rejection for Project Atlas's test subjects. Recent trials of the formula have been extremely encouraging. While initially a serious concern, fatalities have recently dropped off to a statistically insignificant level. The document is accompanied by a fairly extensive record of testing performed on metahuman subjects, along with death records over the course of the project. The Shockwell and Raita will be interested in all this information, according to their charter. Sharing this information with the world could be top priority. In the wrong hands, however, would cause immense harm. Copy. We'll be interested in all this information, according to the... Okay, and that's exactly already... Okay, I can't think of anything... This guy's name. Hardegger. Okay. Let's try typing that into the records terminal. Oh, wait, no. I didn't think so. Gonna double check to make sure I spelled that right, but then we're gonna go open up the thing over here. Third isolet's open, revealing the hidden world of the astral plane. Several of the buttons on the keypad glimmer faintly. Fortunately, I know what the code is. I was just kind of curious what that would do. Code accepted. Door unlocked. Stack of business cards on the desk reveals that one belongs to Annika Schroeder. A cursory search reveals that the desk drawers are stuffed full of lewd love notes, all hastily written on scraps of office stationery. I'll write that name down. Annika Schroeder. Rummage through the notes. Exploring Annika's desk is like embarking on an odyssey of filth. 30 seconds in, you're already learned 3 new euphemisms for sex in a storage closet, as well as exciting new definitions for a variety of common office terms. Thankfully, search also turns up something of more immediate value. A scrap of paper with a name and a 5-digit code scribbled on it. Hauschhofer. 84792. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I like that. Because that's exactly what I fucking want. The desk, there is a folder labeled Project Atlas. Open it. The folder is empty for a single note. Move to digital archive, locked under executive authorization. Thank you. so I could summon a spirit over here. Let's go open this, though, first. Because normally I can't summon a spirit outside of combat, so I'm kind of curious as to what the hell that's going to do. Okay, so we want to look for information about the Mark 6. 84792. Authorization accepted. Welcome, Herr Hauschhofer. Mark 6 prototype data stored under Project Atlas heading. Redirecting inquiry to Project Atlas. Access visual record. Yes. 84792. Authorization accepted. Once more. There are too many records to sort through here quickly. A quick scan reveals the following details. Recordings of laboratory experiments in metahumans, images of extensive series of cyber surgeries being performed upon a large troll, recordings of that same troll carving his way through opponents with a massive axe, and gun cam footage from what appears to be a vehicle-mounted chain gun. The weapon has been photographed tearing apart a variety of targets, both artificial and organic. Here we go. All of the things we need. Now, my concern ends up being these people over here. I'm kind of curious as to what summoning the Hearth Spirit will do. You reach out into the astral plane, beckoning to any spirits that might be listening. Eventually, you receive a response. A feeling of comfort washes over you as the spirit of the hearth makes itself manifest. I am a spirit of this domain. You have summoned me, and so I am yours. How may I serve? What is on the floor above us? I know little about what is above. The wards are too strong for spirit to penetrate. Only bland physical creatures such as yourself may pass. How may I serve? How do I get up to the next floor? I know little of the next floor. It is warded against my kind. However, there is a box that climbs a tunnel like the one you came in. If you use this box, it is on the far side of the building, but this is my domain, and I see it as well as I do the rest. How may I serve? Who have you seen using it? Until recently, only one, a human man. There's a pause. Now, the man. But also a woman. Never at the same time as the man. Last night there was a change. A group rode the elevator, towing something foul. It bled a cloud of corruption into the astral plane. I fled from it. I had no choice. I can still feel the wrongness of it oozing down from above, polluting the magic of this place. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me of the man. His aura is dark and cold. Others move from his path, and flashes of fear spread through the auras of those around him. He believes himself to be of great import. Each day upon his arrival he travels alone. He remains in that place until the sun falls. Then he leaves to return the next day. And the woman? Her aura shines bright with energy, but I see flecks of the man's darkness beginning to take hold within her. On the rare occasions that I have seen them together, her aura reaches out to meet his. She offers her energy and brightness to him, and she does it willingly. How can she stand defeat? Such a connection eludes me. But then you physical creatures have always been a mystery to me. The woman also serves another man. She follows him, cleans for him, provides for him. He lacks the strength and darkness of the man from above, and clearly fears him. But the woman cares for him all the same. Tell me of the foulness. I can tell you little. It was shielded from my sight. Yet, such great pain and sorrow will never be fully hidden. From the cracks in its armor, it poured a foul cloud of wrongness and death. It left a stain on everything it passed, and I was afraid. Most terribly of all, I sensed a presence buried deep, a twisted nexus of pain and loathing, suspended in a cloud of filth. And in the center of that cloud, awareness. How do I get into the elevator? All who enter the elevator, as you call it, first perform a ritual of entrance, a series of strange tapping motions on the pad mounted beside it. The man has always done this. After she was summoned, the woman took up the ritual as well. How was the woman summoned? The summons was delivered via parchment. Since then, she has regularly traveled above. And what of the parchment? It was set aflame and then discarded. It was destroyed? Some yet remains. Where are the remains? It was discarded along with the myriad refuse that you meat beings produce. From there, it was moved into a larger receptacle to await removal. I assume it's still there. What larger receptacle? 3 large receptacles sit together behind the most distant door in this room. The furthest from us now holds what you seek. Where does the woman sit? The woman sits behind the closest door, when she is not visiting the dark man above. How do I get into the elevator? Do you know the ritual? No. I know little about your technology, and what I do has not enticed me to learn more. Enough. Return to your planes, spirit. Okay, so then it's over in here. Partially burnt code. 847. So I'm guessing the code that I found previously is the code for the elevator. Now, my concern is what's in here. Security. Oh, but they have something. Access granted. Floor 25. Mark 6. The elevator whisks you upwards toward the executive level 25th floor. As expected, the run has been relatively smooth sailing so far. A chime breaks the silence as the elevator glides to a stop. The Mark 6 is somewhere on this floor. All you have to do is find it. Well, we only have one way that looks like we can go. Because that's the elevator, so... The emergency lights wink out, leaving you in darkness. A moment later, the building lights flip on, cranked all the way up to full illumination. The light is uncomfortably bright. A quick check of your comlink shows that the security feed has been terminated. Instead of a command view of the 24th floor, you find yourself staring at a blank screen. Because that can't be good. Yeah, no, that is not good. The door slides open with a pneumatic hiss. An enormous figure fills your vision. It stands motionless by a console in the corner of the room. Christ. Almost every inch of the thing is covered in dull steel and gleaming chrome. Its mechanical arms extend, and in articulated hands that wouldn't look out of place on an industrial machine. Bulky, cumbersome things designed for crushing power rather than finesse. Clutched in one of those crushing hands, a chain gun glints with sinister purpose. Fuck. That shouldn't be possible. Nothing can be implanted with that much chrome and still live. Yeah, but this isn't right. Stay cool, guys. It isn't moving. I think that is, I don't know, on standby or something. The lights are on though, and nobody's home. The figure stands completely still, but an eyeless head fidgets in agitation. Something about it reminds you of a snake tasting the air. Off to one side, the screen of a control console glows cheerfully in the gloom. Oh, that's not fucking good. Mark 6 Cyber Zombie Protocol console. Great. So the Mark 6 is a cyber zombie. That's an awesome thing. The Mark 6 prototype is the exclusive property of AG Chemi Europa. Unauthorized access is prohibited. To put the prototype into demonstration mode, you may activate its systems from the following menu. Alternatively, the system can be directly piloted via a remote control rig. Press any key to continue. Chief, did you just read that? I'm going to drive the hell out of this thing. I guess just let me look at the console first. I mean, from the looks of it, the thing is almost a meat puppet. Okay, sure, yeah. Due diligence and all that. Just don't take too long. This is a golden opportunity and I don't want to waste it. Steps back, allowing you to return your attention. Okay, we're gonna read the cyber zombies aura. Your third eye slides open. Instantly, the drab ugliness of the mundane world is washed away, obliterated by the glowing energies of the astral plane. Something is wrong here. Very wrong. The cyber zombie's aura is almost completely black. To your horror, the light of your own aura seems to be drawn towards it. You feel a twisting sensation in your gut, and it takes all of your willpower to keep from blacking out. Holy shit. Reflexively, your third eye clenches shut. The color of beauty of the astral plane disappear from view, taking with it the horror of the zombie's aura. Within a moment you catch your breath. You find yourself standing in front of the control console. The cyber zombie stands there, unmoving, just as before. Okay, let's look at the README file. Mark 6 prototype demonstration model. The Mark 6 prototype incorporates top-of-the-line cyberware from all AG Chemi Europa subsidiaries, including Zeiss Dead Sight Laser Designator, BUT Heavy Industries, Powerlift Industrial Cyberarms, and the brand new Zeiss Sense Shell Cyberskull. Where necessary, competitive projects have been incorporated into the platform: Ares Dermal Plating, Universal Omnitech Move-by-Wire, etc. These systems should be considered placeholders for this proof-of-concept prototype. The biological component of the Mark 6 was selected for size and durability by General Genetics Worldwide. All autonomous functions necessary to maintain the biological component are original to the component itself and should self-regulate within operational units. As a proof-of-concept demonstration model, the Mark 6 was designed for remote operation. A Zeiss eye-in-the-sky drone control system has been incorporated into its skull. Comlink control is also possible for casual control, but for product demonstration purposes, use of drone control system is advised. Armaments. The Mark 6 prototype comes equipped with Ares Vanquisher vehicular rotary cannon to demonstrate the Mark 6 articulated strength and recoil suppression capabilities. The model is also equipped with a global polymers monofilament axe for demonstration purposes. This weapon has been designed with a heft well beyond the lifting capacity of any unaugmented metahuman. The Mark 6, of course, can swing it with ease. This thing is fucking crazy. Long-term goals. In demonstrating the Mark 6 combat capabilities, it is this office's hope that AG Chemi Europa's newly developed Formula 17 Cybermantic reagent will prove its value to the board of directors, both as an astonishing technical achievement and as a lucrative new revenue stream. Fucking revenue streams. Okay, have Glory look at it. Glory nods and steps forwards. She stands next to the cyber zombie but can't help notice how much chrome riddles her own body. The cyberware is high grade. Quality stuff. But not mil-spec. The arms look industrial in design. Interesting choice, but there's nothing wrong with it. Huh. The control system looks interesting. Like a drone control interface, but it's wired to the base of the skull. From the positioning, I'd say it's connected directly to the thing's brainstem. Glory takes a closer look at the cyber zombie's control module. A moment later, she takes a half step backwards. She turns to you with a disgusted look on her face. Fox, listen to me. We have to kill this thing. We have to take this thing. This This troll is still conscious. He's still conscious. They've outfitted him with an inhibitor chip. He's trapped in his own body, screaming to get out. This isn't just a prototype, Fox. It's a person. We can't cash him in for a paycheck. Can we do anything about it? Help him in some way? No promises, but I can try. I didn't see we have to bring it back alive. Do it. Not here. Let's get him down to the garage first. I want to have the van close by in case anything goes wrong. In the meantime, we're going to have to activate him. Just remember, Fox, that's a man you're giving orders to, not a machine. Okay, let's rig into it. Bliss shifts uncertainly as he patches the cyber zombie into his drone control network. This is a strange chief. The cyber zombie's massive hands flex twice. It takes a half step forward. Its mouth twists into a wide grin. But I think I could get used to it. So let's activate. You hit the activation control and the cyber zombie lurches to life. It takes a step forward and you can hear the whir of actuators calibrating to adjust to its weight. A few seconds later, the whirring sound dies down and it relaxes into a slight crouch. I've got it, Chief. The Mark 6 is under my control. But it's strange. Things or actions feel off somehow. It's almost like there's something else in here with me. Not surprised, but we can talk about it later. For now, we should concentrate on getting out of here. Activation complete. Follow Protect protocol engaged. Awaiting further instructions. This seems like an excellent time for me to take a break because I need some bloody water, and we're probably just about to go into a massive battle. So, I'm gonna throw up some VGM, and be back in 5 to 10. See you then.